Hello, and welcome back to the studio. I'm Dr. Wiggo, and today we've got a double unboxing. I'm excited. They're here. Okay, they didn't get here at the same time because, and I usually tell a story at the beginning, but I'm not going to tell a story because that was the story I told last week in this video about why I bought it. So I'm not going to tell that story again. So today I'm just going to tell you the story of getting them, which is a short story. If you recall from last week's video, I ordered the watch right away and shouldn't have, but that's a whole nother story. Go watch that video. It came by UPS. I was too late to get the phone shipped to me, which would have been on the same truck. So instead I had to go stand in line. By the way, awesome. My appointment was at 9:45. I got there like right at 9:45. I got home by 10:15. I would have done faster, except I got in the wrong line. There was a long line the way I was coming in the parking lot, so I got in that line. Turns out that was the people who didn't have reservations. So I had to go around getting the other line, and I mean that one went like that, and I was and I was in and out. So I had this at 10 o'clock this morning. This came late this afternoon, like after 5. That was unpleasant. Let's just get into it. I'm going to unbox the watch first because there's just less to say about it. If you're just interested in the iPhone 15 Pro Max, skip to the next chapter, because that's where I'll be doing this. Look, and when you go pick it up at the store, you get a nice little bag and everything. It's lovely. Now you do get the extra little peel here when you do. I love this little thing Apple does when you get it shipped, because it comes in an outer box, not an otter box, an outer box. And there it is. All cardboard, hopefully recycled content. If you watch the event, all they talked about was, oh look, see? Carbon neutral. I have a carbon neutral watch. And according to all the stuff they said, that includes the shipping and the truck and the UPS truck that brought it to my house. That's all calculated in here to get it to be carbon neutral, which is pretty impressive. So we open up this way. I'm pretty sure this is the same packaging I got last time, because I seem to remember this road, and I seem to remember in the video saying, if you ever see me anywhere in this picture, it will actually be on that road in a car, because I'm not an outdoors person. Similar booklet. You know it's a new booklet though, because see, the watch face is different, because see, this is the face of the old watch, the old Ultra. This is the face that comes with the new Ultra. I mean, this one, you still have this one. Ooh, look, planets. No, actually, I think that's just directions. And the dive stuff, and then we have a little, again, just a little piece of paper. Although, remember, Sony's gotten better. In my last unboxing, I congratulated them too. So you get that out. And then we have the watch and the band. So we'll do the little peels. We can open the box with the watch in it. Written so small I can barely read it. Designed by Apple in California, and they give the latitude and longitude. And here's my little white watch charger that I don't need because I already have one from the last watch. And here's the actual little watch. Lovely. And now we'll open the band, which of course is not nearly as exciting, with a little flimsy piece of paper. No stickers. Apple usually gives you stickers. Well, as you'll notice, it's essentially the same band I currently have because I like it. It's easy to put on with one hand. You just flip it around and slide it through. Oh, and they've eliminated the little, this is how I'll know which watch is which, because the new watch will have a little black strip to pull it closed as opposed to the little orange strip on the old band. Well, let me put this on the right way. Let's see. The band, this flips up from that side, and this flips in from this side. There we go, and now I have it in the same orientation. And now it's booting up. Now I'm gonna have to get my carrier, get my watch transferred at the carrier, so we're not gonna see all that. It takes a long time to boot, doesn't it? There we go. Bring the iPhone near the watch. Apple Watch. Continue. Set up Apple Watch. Set it up for myself. Hold it to the camera. And it's paired. Make this my new Apple Watch. Continue. Connecting. I'm pretty sure I'm going to have to get my carrier to enable the the modems and stuff. But on the watch face it says titanium and ceramic case, designed by Apple in California. Activating. Terms and conditions. Signing into my account. It doesn't know I really want to get to the phone. There we go. I never share. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna skip the setup cellular. With the last watch, switching watches, I had to go to T-Mobile. It took them a lot of effort. Didn't I just say not now? Boy, this thing's slow. This is on the phone. Well, it's my old phone. Set up Apple Pay later. I'll go ahead and open depth when submerged. Watch is syncing. Okay, so we'll get this out of the way. Let's get to the real unboxing. The thing I'm glad I bought that actually has features that my old one didn't have. And because I went and picked it up, I got a nice little bag. E-waste now. Okay. The famous little apple peels. Okay. Ooh. I don't know how it reads on camera. I've heard people say that when they see it on YouTube and on video, that it looks gold. It does not look gold. Although I can kind of see with the reflections here off the side, maybe. Well, let's get it out of here. Peel off the little face cover. Oh, it's very nice. Okay, I said in the video, I said at a half an ounce, you're going to feel the difference. Yeah, barely. But look, slightly smaller, very slightly. If you line up the edges at the bottom and the side, well, see, the top sticks out and this side sticks out. So it's just a fraction smaller. What else is in the box? There's my sticker and a little Wi-Fi thing. And apparently, I got a little white. I thought they were getting color matched, although maybe they consider this, nah, that doesn't look like natural titanium. That looks white. It does look a little off-white though, so maybe that is titanium. And it's booting up. Hello. Hey, it's like me. English. United States. Appearance. I'll take the default for now. Quick start. Oh, it's looking for my phone. There we go. I don't know. I don't know if this is showing up on camera, but it is clear. This is clearly a narrower phone, but the screen looks, see the difference is the bezels. Continue. To blur out my Apple ID. It was here where it freaked out. Got it. Okay. It just wouldn't see my phone. Okay, now I have to enter my passcode. May take a few minutes. I'll edit it out and let you know how many minutes it was. Wait, it wasn't that many minutes at all. Transfer this number. I have to confirm my transfer.
A few minutes later.
Have to do a software update. Yeah, I don't know. You know, iOS 17 just came out, and then 17.0.1 came out like a day later. But apparently, this phone is now downloading 17.0.2, which is the incremental update for the 15 Pro and Pro Max, or maybe all the 15s. Enjoy your new phone. What's next for this phone? Oh, it tells you how to erase everything. Cool. There we go. As I explained in this video last week, the order system was all screwed up and it wasn't working with trade-ins, so I went without a trade-in. My nephew is very, very happy about it because it was just his birthday, and so I texted him, would you like an iPhone 14 Pro Max or an Apple Watch Ultra for your birthday? He took the phone. Wait, I'm still wearing the old watch. Let's fix that. It feels different. I don't know. It's I guess it's because it's not as... And I got the same watch face. I'll mess with the watch later. So if you're getting one of these, expect a long delay while you update your software. I got full strength on my Wi-Fi and it's right over there. Of course, I imagine there's like millions of people doing this right now. Apple servers for their system software for the phones, for iOS, may be a little overtaxed. Verifying update. Well, while the update's installing, let's just look at this bad boy. Now, one thing I noticed right away in my hand is the edges are much more rounded here along the rails. So when you're holding it in your hand, it doesn't... See, when I hold this one, it bites in just a little bit into the flesh, into this part of my hand. Yeah, it's much more comfortable in the hand. I mean, you know you're holding something, but you're probably not going to drop it. But I think that natural titanium just looks gorgeous. I'm very pleased. I don't see any fingerprints. Yeah, I'm handling it all over the place. You can't see any fingerprints. Well, that's a win. These stainless steel rails, they're nothing but fingerprints. And they never go away. They just stay there forever. So now we're rebooting. It has been about 3 minutes. Everybody's recording. Oh, we're done, and it's 6:13. So that took about 4 minutes. Continue. It's back to looking for nearby devices. Oh, I went through all that setup nonsense, and now I have to do it again because it installed a new operating system. That's not convenient. Then we have data and privacy. Okay, I did not get all this on the first time through, so continue, started. It asked for a second scan with a mask. Okay, I just hit a button and I'm not sure what it was. I think it was download. I think this was signing into iCloud to download all my stuff. And I have about 100 gigs of stuff over here. I don't know about y'all. I like to keep my music, a lot of my music, on the phone so that I don't have to worry about reception. Here's everything set up like it was on the other phone. Okay. I'll add cards later. Oh, it's actually transferring data from the other phone rather than downloading it all from the cloud backup, which I guess would be faster. Time remaining 44 minutes. Okay, well, we're not going to see the rest of that.
1 hour later.
And we're back. That took a few minutes. It's all done. Well, it's not all done because I brought it back up here because now it wants to customize the action button. Because you can now turn silent mode on and off from the control center, I'm not going to use my action button for that. Ooh, magnifier. I'm going to try that. Still downloading all my apps and everything. It took 40 minutes. I don't know what it was downloading because that's the iPhone 15 Pro Max. It's gorgeous. It's a teensy bit lighter in my hand, but it's not, again, with these rounded edges, it's much more comfortable to hold. I like that. I do like the color. So that's the iPhone. Now back to the watch. While I was waiting 40 minutes for my stuff to be transferred, I wanted to get the new watch face, which is the Modular Ultra, and I couldn't find it because it doesn't come loaded on the watch. You have to scroll all the way over on your watch faces and click new, and then it's in the list of the new ones you can add. So I added it, but I'm a little disappointed. If you look at it here, it keeps dimming. 3,000 nits, and it won't be bright enough for me. What I like is to have my calendar on the watch, but you don't get that. You get the choice of a calendar, which is the actual day and date, but it's not the same font as the time. So it looks ugly. If you switch it, because what I really would like is my calendar, but most of the time I have nothing coming up on the calendar. So I just get the word calendar and then in gray text, no upcoming events. Well, that's stupid too. What it ought to do is show me the day and date when there isn't anything coming up in the calendar, and when there is something coming to the calendar, it's switched to the event view, and You should be able to control the fonts so that the day and date and the time are the same font and size. They don't even have to be the same size, just the same font, because it just looks stupid. It looks when the Mac came out in 1984, the first thing everybody did was mix fonts together and just make ugly, ugly things. Well, now Apple has gone and done it. I'm very disappointed, Apple. Very disappointed. If I could change the font of the day and date to be the same as the time, that would be either one. Make them match. Let me make them match. By the way, for the complication around the edge, I went with seconds, because I don't really care about elevation and stuff. It's a nice space, but see now, if you look, I mean, look, the date, September 22nd, just stands out so much. It's bolder, it's a bigger font, it stands out, it draws your eye, so you don't see the time. Now, the alternative, you can make the time bigger where it takes up both of those slots, but then you lose a complication. So that is the unboxing of the Apple Watch Ultra 2. If you watch that video, you know I wasn't expecting a lot. I'm not getting a lot. The phone, though, I mean, just the way it feels in my hand makes it worth the upgrade. Not to mention all the other stuff that, again, I talked about in that video. The faster processor and... Oh, I know what I wanted to do before we go. I wanted to record some video. So this is my messy table. There are my cameras. Got the A6700 there. It's been pointed down. I hope I use some of those angles. But this is 4K 30. Well, here. Well, I can't see myself. I don't think the selfie cam does 4K 30. I don't know. It's looking pretty good to me. Hey. I'll be doing a review later on. Probably not next week, because I want to spend a couple of weeks playing with it before I do a review. My first impressions are I like the feel. I like the looks. I like the speed. Not sure about this action button. But it's a pretty nice looking phone. I think I'm going to be very happy with it. I've been happy with my last one. By the way, I go naked. I don't use cases, and not a chip or scratch on it. I haven't dropped it. That's my unboxing and setup and first impressions of the iPhone 15 Pro Max and the Apple Watch Ultra. Don't know what we'll be talking about next week. Thanks for stopping by. See you next time. Bye-bye. Still waving to nobody, but, you know, it's what I do. Don't know why. I'm just old.